Not that that's important. Shall I start or shall you?
We're
waiting to is this at the end, or what are we doing?
No, we'll do it. How about this? Since we are already taping, let's do one rock, paper, scissors for this intro.
Okay.
There you go. Here we go.
You got it.
He's gay.
I am.
Yo, welcome to Four Thumbs Down. I'm a little German dude. This is my cohort. Matt Carey.
He hates that word.
I do.
It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It means partner in crime.
Yeah, he should have led with that the first time.
Okay, so from now on, he's not my cohort. He's my partner in crime.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Right? All right. Yeah. So, this is a special edition of Four Thumbs Down.
It is.
And we told you about it when we did the last Alien Earth. This is the Checkered Flag edition.
Yes.
Of Four Thumbs Down.
Hence the outfit.
The outfits. And a little nod to the Pats.
Why?
Oh, because we beat Miami.
We got lucky.
We did.
I'll be the first person to admit. We got lucky. But first time in
8 years?
Yeah.
It's not been. It was a rough start. We lost to the Raiders game 1, and that's never a good.
That was a respectable loss. That was a respectable loss.
Fair.
Yes. But I mean, shit.
Home opener though. It was hard.
Yeah.
Anyways, Checkered Flag special edition. Hence, I'm an Aston Martin guy. Ferrari.
Sir Lewis Hamilton.
Mr. Hamilton, who used to race for Mercedes, and I think Mercedes treated him better than Ferrari is right now.
Absolutely.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, today in practice, he got, first. But that's still practice. But still, hey, it's a, pushing the right direction. Yeah. We're also celebrating something. 600 followers, man.
600 plus followers.
That's right, 600 plus.
Yep.
Yes. So I have some apple juice. He has some water.
That's what that is.
Yes.
Let's stick with that.
So,
YouTube.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers to apple juice and water.
Yay.
The water burns.
It does.
So, this edition, Checkered Flag, we're going to talk about our favorite race movies. Racing. Car racing. Any kind of car racing, top 3. We're going to go from third favorite, second favorite, first favorite, and will you explain?
But there's a twist to it. So, we're talking about the top 3 final laps or final lap in a race movie. It could be the first race, the middle race, or the final race, but bottom line, that apple juice burns. So, you want to go first? Or
I will let you go first.
Okay, cool. My number 3 is Ford versus Ferrari.
Great movie.
Yes.
Great movie.
Matt Damon kills it as Carroll Shelby.
If you have not seen Ford versus Ferrari, what is wrong with you?
You're not a car person if you haven't seen that movie. Bottom line.
That's it. I can't even. Yep. That's it.
So, to give some backstory, Ken Miles and Shelby are teaming up to win the Le Mans race. Le Mans is a 24-hour race, and it's kind of like the race of races.
Yeah.
For motorcycles, there's Isle of Man. For, GT racing and stuff like that, that's the race to win. So, in the midst of all that stuff, Ken Miles and Josh Lucas's character named Leo does a fantastic job playing a prick.
You would never think, because he always plays a really nice guy. And I always nod to actors who, when you hate their character, that means they're killing it. Josh Lucas fucking killed it. He played an asshole to the T.
Yes.
Perfect performance.
So, in this race...
Everyone in that movie, actually. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, John Barenthal was in it also. Man.
Well, I don't know the actor. Whose actress played his wife? I don't even know her name. She's in a supporting role.
Yes, she scared the shit out of him.
Oh, it's great. And the kid from... the kid who plays this kid... I'm sorry. The actor who plays this...
You know who we're talking about.
He was in The Quiet Place.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, for he's like 8 years old when he did that movie. So good. I'm going to say... Go ahead.
So...
It burns!
So, in this race, I chose the middle race where they are racing in Daytona.
Oh, Daytona.
And so, the stakes at this race was a little, under the table bet between Shelby and Ford.
Yeah, Henry Ford the second.
Yes. So, their bet was, first off, he takes him for a ride in the demo car. It scares the living shit out of him.
GT40, baby.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That car's a
car of cars.
Yes. So... They were like, he scared the shit out of him, and then after that, he's sitting there crying. He's like, "You all right?" He's like, "I just wish my granddad was here to see this." And he's like, "Look, well, Ken Miles built this car, so you want someone to win Le Mans? you gotta, excuse me.
It burns.
It burns. You gotta put the guy who built this car in the driver's seat. And he goes, how about this? I'll make you a bet. If we lose, I will give you Shelby, American, lock, stock, and everything. You get everything. But if he wins, he gets to drive in the Le Mans race.
Yep.
So they go to the race, and so Leo does this, slick way of, kind of handicapping him. He's telling him, we can't, he's in charge of the, RPMs and everything like that. And he says, you can't push the car over 6,000 RPM. So Ken Miles is just, way back in the field. He's caught up, to a certain degree. But he knows, as he comes off the track, to do the switch in the race, and he goes, I can push her. I can push her harder. I feel it.
She can do more than 6.
Yes.
It literally says that.
So they do the last switch, and then they're behind and, dwindling down to the last few laps. And then, he checks it with his crew chief. He's like, she's getting hot, so I don't know if we can push her. And he goes, screw this. Takes the chalkboard. She can blow. Only one way to find out.
Yep.
Goes to the infield, and as they're coming around, holds up a big old sign, 7,000 plus, go like hell, exclamation points.
Yep.
And he sees it, he goes, all right, and starts to give it everything. Now, in a road race, this is now the last lap. He has to overtake, and I chose my list based off of realism, difficulty, and just, overall awesomeness. He had to overtake 8 cars to win that race.
And it's like the last 2-3 laps?
I think it was the last.
Was the last lap?
I think it was the actual last lap.
It's impressive because if you watch this movie, it's all based on a very true story.
Yes.
And so when you think of this is Hollywood magic, no, this should happen.
Yeah.
It is amazing. So when you watch the progress, I'm sorry to jump on your
No, man.
Because that race, when they say 7,000 RPM, go like hell, he just...
Any racer knows when you've got another 1,000 RPM to work with, maybe more.
Yeah.
Which he pushes it to about 12 to almost 12, between 12 and 15.
Yeah.
He starts pushing that thing, and his rival driver is sitting there going,
What the fuck?
What the hell? And he's just, what the hell? And starts just catching up, and dude, overtaking that many cars on one lap in a GT race is not easy. And he pulls the win off. But my favorite part out of that whole scene, John Bernthal's laugh as he wins it. How about that? And Josh Lucas is sitting there like, goddamn hands off me. That shit was hilarious. So that's my number 3. What you got?
So my number 3 is actually also Ford versus Ferrari.
Are you serious?
I am.
Yay!
But it's a different race.
Okay.
It's the finale. So if you have not seen this movie, like he was saying before, the race of all races is Le Mans in France. So when he wins Daytona, the bet is if he wins, he races Le Mans. Each team at Le Mans has 3 cars. So there are 3 Ford GT40s on the track. 24-hour race. That's why it's the race of all races. Ken gets it, and he starts beating track records for lap time. And at one point, he beats his own record. He beats a record multiple times. He beats a record, and then he beats his own record, and then he beats his own record again on Le Mans. And in GT40, and this is the first time the GT40's ever raced Le Mans because they literally built it for Le Mans. Because Ford versus Ferrari, the whole thing is that Ford wants to shut Ferrari up about being
Ferrari at that time was
the king of race cars. Back in the 60s, 66, 65, yeah. You could not compete with Ferrari. Ferrari had always won Le Mans. Ford said, we want to do that. So we gave Carroll Shelby all this money, it's like $40 million?
Something like that.
To build this car, which Ken Miles helped him build.
Yes.
Ken Miles races at Le Mans, beats all these records, and then as he's coming to the last hour of his race, so the 23rd hour...
And in Ferrari fashion, Ferrari blows their motor.
Ferrari blew their fucking motor, so his competition's gone, but he's still breaking all his own lap records.
Yeah.
Ford says, hey... Wouldn't it be great if all 3 cars came in together? Leo said that. If all 3 cars came in together, this is Josh Lucas. If all of them came in together and crossed the finish line at the same time, what a great photo op that would be. And it was, but Ken Miles goes, but I'm
He's like, keep in mind, he's like a good, like, probably 30 seconds plus ahead of everyone. If you looked at like a track map, you'd see this, and Ken is way over here, and they're way the hell back there.
So he's like, he sucks it up. He goes, you know what? I'm a team player.
Because they kept saying he's not a
Ford guy. Yeah. So he says, you know what? Fine. I'll suck it up. I'll back down, and he does, and he waits because the best part is that he's so far ahead, and the other two GT40s are also so far ahead. Once Ferrari blew their engine, that there's no other competition. He just has to wait for his boys to catch him. So when they all do, they cross the finish line together, and this is why this is my favorite race in that film, because there are 3 to 4 great races in that movie. He sucks it up. Yeah, the cinematography is brilliant.
Sorry,
it's so good.
Yeah.
He slows down. They all cross together, and then he thought, "Hey, I won." They robbed it. They said, "Well, because you started ahead of your other teammates, because he was like 4 cars up. The guys who were behind you went further and faster. Therefore, McLaren won." Okay, sucks. Bullshit rule.
Yeah.
But it happened. And the best part is Ken Miles went, fuck it. I know I won in my heart. I don't care. And old man Ferrari gave him a little hat tip at the end. And he literally looks at him and just goes, all right, that's all I needed. I'll take that. That's acceptance from the man.
Yeah. And you know what's kind of cool about this is, well, my dad told me about this race years ago. Before the movie came out.
Nice.
So when I got to see it with him, and by far one of the best experiences in the 40X seats, because you know how I complain about the Formula One movie.
Yeah.
How you're in a Mercedes and you're doing this, but dude, man, the cinematography, watching it, and then seeing all that happen, and then now learning the backstories and underlining stories to that, and even after the race was over, one thing I really appreciated was game recognizing game. And Enzo Ferrari, was sitting there in the booth as he gets out and he watches everything happen. He's looking at Ken Miles like, damn, they screwed him over, and they locked eyes for a minute. And as he's about to leave, he just kind of gives the, and that was in a way. I'm like, yeah, they screwed me over on the race, but the fact that I got
from Enzo Ferrari,
the hat,
and you got to keep in mind the fact that Enzo has always dominated at Le Mans.
They were the Mercedes,
exactly. So they just lost to Ford, and Enzo had made some not very complimentary jokes about Henry Ford being this fat piece of shit from the United States.
No, wait, he told him, "You're not your dad.
You're not your dad."
Damn.
Yeah, it's gotta hurt. So he literally goes, "Hey, not only did I lose, it's not about the car, it's about the fucking driver." And he just literally hat tips to Ken Miles, and that was the best part. And I will say this, because we talked about this the other day. If you have not seen this movie, Matt Damon and Christian Bale,
so good.
Their chemistry is amazing.
We love Christian Bale as Batman and everything, but I'm like, no,
that's
bro.
This movie, yeah. And Matt Damon, for me, I'm from New England, so Good Will Hunting back in the 90s, that was my introduction. That was the world's introduction to Matt Damon,
right?
Other than Mystic Pizza. But their chemistry is amazing. Yeah. Their chemistry is so good. And the best part is they're not rivals, they're teammates, but they butt heads all the time. Ken Miles is called... Alphas. Yeah, the 2 alphas. Ken Miles is known as the Bulldog because he's a dick. He's this British dick. And
but he's good.
But he
backs it up.
He knows what he can do, and therefore
he's like Nicky Lauda. He could build what he's talking about.
Exactly. So if you haven't seen it, please go see it. It's fucking phenomenal.
Especially you'll get a kick out of the first track race at Watkins Glen. They won't let him race because
the trunk,
because his trunk is illegal or whatnot, because he can't close the trunk because of his fuel tank or whatever. He's like, hey, he says I can't race because his bloody rule book says I could, and he starts banging the shit out of his trunk. There, you happy now? And he's like, hey man, why can't you see that guy? He's from Porsche. He's looking for a driver, and you're out here acting like a jackass. Throws the wrench at him, and then mid-race he's like leaning, he's like, frame that.
Yeah. He literally, Carroll Shelby framed the wrench and put it in his office.
He just threw at me. The movie's great, dude. They got some great comedy in that.
Yeah.
All right. My turn or yours? Oh, that's right. It's back to me. Yeah. Okay.
Second.
So, second, number 2, I chose the movie we, recently watched, Formula One. All right, so because I know we're both excited about this one, let's talk about first off the camera work.
Oh,
So had the same guy that worked on Top Gun Maverick, and you described this better than I do. So we'll talk about the cameras. Hit it.
so it is so good. I'm lost for words right now. The camera they built. Let me
Yes.
make that clear. They built a frame on these Formula One cars with multiple cameras on the cars. Now, Formula One already has camera mounts too, I think, right?
I just want to see if there's a problem in the back there. So keep going.
There are already camera mounts on the cars for your perspective when you're watching Formula One. This guy built cameras into the car that
It's not there.
it's not.
The prop I thought I left here. Good.
They built this car so the cameras wouldn't slow it down.
Yes.
They wanted to make sure the car could still perform on the track with this airfoil system.
It's like putting a GoPro on Usain Bolt. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, basically they said we need these cars to perform, but we want that point of view.
We want the angles.
Mounts on the sides. Like there's a great shot right by a front right tire. The camera's right there. So every move. So if you watch Maverick Top Gun, when the camera mounts on the planes and the camera
6 cameras.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
So Formula One is not on my list, but I'll give you credit for that.
Yes.
Especially for that, because the guy who designed the DP did his job to a fucking T.
Yes.
And the direction is great. It's not on my list, but I will say this. Watching Brad Pitt play a dick is always fun.
No,
for me.
he wasn't a dick.
Not a dick the whole time?
He was just an experienced driver dealing with a young...
He was cocky.
Cocky.
Yeah,
So
they were both.
No, I don't think he was cocky. I think he was just... He knew what he needed to win, and, you know, when you got, like, a young, somewhat unexperienced, driver, that, yes, he had to go through a lot of things to get there, because he's a man of color, which we all understand. But at the same time, he's going about certain things very wrong.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like having, like, you draft this cocky receiver, then you go, you can't do that around here. So... he's like cheering on because they just wrecked and lost. He's like, they're laughing at you out there. You're out here taking pictures. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Now this is his pick, so I'm gonna let him keep talking.
But
I'm gonna say one thing.
I'm gonna explain why.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one thing before you finish this is if you're an F1 person, which we both are clearly, the cameos of the racers.
Yes, they got everybody in it.
Everyone, and nobody has lines because they're not.
Gene Verstappen's in it.
But they're just always you can see them in the backgrounds. There's them posing for pictures. It's like when you watch Days of Thunder,
and
you have all those old racers from the 80s and the 90s posing for pictures in a certain couple races. No lines, no dialogue, but they're there, and it's kind of cool.
No, there is. So, Sir Lewis Hamilton was one of the producers for the movie.
Is he a sir?
Yes, he got knighted.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
All right.
So it pisses me off when people are like, Lewis Hamilton. I'm like, it's Sir Mother.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I need a hug. Thank you.
Right.
Okay. So, when you said like no one had lines, oh yes, there
Who
was.
did? I only saw it once.
Mr. Toto Wolff had lines at the. He's like,
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
So you saw. I'm like,
My
so
bad.
at that time, Lewis was still with Mercedes. He was about to make the transition, but this is how you know how much respect he has for him.
Should have stayed with Mercedes. We'll see.
Things are getting better. They're not perfect.
They treated him so well.
They did until the last 2 years.
True. The last year.
But I also heard a rumor that
Rumor.
his former engineer is coming over. I think
Game changer.
I think Bono is
Ooh.
about to come over. They tried to stop him at first, but I think there's a way. I heard a rumor
Alright.
that he's coming over. He gets his engineer. I'm like, it's a different story.
Yep.
So anyway, I chose this movie because anyone who's watched Formula One, it's one of the pinnacles of racing. So I chose this one because Brad Pitt goes from 20th to 1st. That's not easy.
No.
There's
Especially in Formula One. It's not like
There's-
NASCAR where rubbing is racing.
right.
This is... You
There's-
rub in Formula One, you're getting...
That's it.
Yeah, your car's out.
Yeah.
They're fragile.
You might get a tire puncture or
Yeah.
maybe a bump and you're all right. But
Maybe.
yeah, maybe. But 20th to 1st, you have to worry about tire strategy. You have to worry about just, pit strategy as well. And so they get to the last race, and Apex GT and Hamilton are now they're the top 3. They're dueling it. So you got Apex trying to win the race and everything. But then again, if there's 2-on-1, we all know there's going to be a sacrifice of some sort, or someone's going to be left out to dry. Ironically, they both, Hamilton and forgot his name, Jesus Christ, having a brain fart. But the main character, they wipe each other out. Now it's down to just Sonny, which is Brad Pitt's character. So we all know he's a great driver. But now the announcer's saying, "Oh, does he have the car?" And then his team principal sitting there going, "Oh, we got the driver."
Yeah.
And he's got softs, and which is the best tire to have for short term, and he's just in front, and he's got nothing but clean air. So one thing I love about Hans Zimmer, one of my favorite composers, is now it's just you got one lap, and it's just, dude, he is flying. And they're sitting there looking at the timesheet, they're like,
holy
he's flying, he's gone. But the way they did the music was so great. Because there's kind of like little sonic booms in the music, but they time it and they do it anytime it's an Apex.
Yeah.
Hence Apex GT. So you'll go to a turn and you hear another turn.
Yeah, I'm going to jump on that real quick.
Ugh.
If you did not see this movie in the theaters, which you can't anymore, it's gone. If you rent it on Prime or if you buy it, whatever,
Stereo system is a must.
make sure you have surround sound.
With sub, you gotta hear the engines.
The engines and the music in this movie are amazing.
Yes.
I saw it in theaters, and the surround sound made it. Because if you watch F1 at home, yeah, you can hear the cars, but you're hearing mostly the commentators talking about the cars and the drivers.
Yeah.
You're like, you hear that kind of in the background.
Like how? Yes.
But if you watch this movie, make sure someone has a good stereo system and a big fucking TV.
Yeah.
Because the soundtrack is amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. From the rock and roll music they pick to the stuff that Hans Zimmer does.
Yeah.
And then the audio, the sound of the cars from being in the car, the sound of the camera that's on the car.
Oh, they nailed it.
It's
they nailed
fantastic.
Yeah.
Make sure you see this with surround sound or a decent stereo on a TV, because that's part of it. Like, you can't really appreciate this film without the audio. It makes that movie.
If you're a real racing fan, if you watch this movie, it'll remind you of another movie. I'll say it. It'll remind you of Driven, kind of like the same movie, but they stepped it up by 1,000. So that's my number 2.
All right, fair enough. My number 2.
Let me see if I can guess what yours is.
I don't think you can.
Is it Days of Thunder?
No! I will say this. No offense to anyone who loves NASCAR.
Used to work for them. They're great.
I grew up around NASCAR. My hometown was 2 miles from the local track, Speedway 95, Herman, Maine. Got you. But, no, I'm not a fan of the whole, I'm still turning left.
Wait. They turn right twice out of the year. They do the road courses too.
No. I will not include NASCAR in any of my top 3. I do love Days of Thunder. It's a classic. Tom Cruise. I love it.
Sorry.
Yep.
Did you know he actually signed on for a second one?
Days of Thunder 2?
There's going to be a second one.
No shit.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of that, Days of Thunder 2. I did not know that, but let's go back to Tom Cruise real quick. Speaking of Ford versus Ferrari, originally, Tom Cruise got the script and pitched it to Brad Pitt, speaking of Formula 1. Tom said, hey, Brad, you want to play Ken Miles? I'm going to play Shelby. Tom had not read the script yet. Mm-hmm. He wanted to race because Tom Cruise is a professional race car driver. That's legit.
I couldn't see him playing in Texas like...
No, not the accent. And he couldn't play Ken Miles because he can't pull off British. No. He tried it in fucking vampire movie.
Tom Cruise did Last Samurai.
That was a good movie.
That's like the equivalent of Eddie Murphy's like, what was that? Pluto Nash or some shit.
But, point being, Tom Cruise wanted to play Carroll Shelby because it's an iconic character, but he thought he'd be driving. If you watch Ford vs. Ferrari, Shelby has one race, Le Mans, and it's a flashback. It's a little 2-second thing. Ken Miles would have been Brad Pitt's character. Brad goes, I mean, don't you want to drive? He goes, fuck. So Tom was torn. He's like, I want to drive, but I want to play Carroll Shelby. And he just went, fuck it, I'm done. And he went, and then they gave it to Matt Damon and Christian Bale, and they hit it off, and now they're like besties. So,
yep.
Days of Thunder 2. That's going to be interesting. All right, I'm down for that. I did not hear that.
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm down for that.
I am too.
Not a NASCAR guy, but that was a good fucking
That movie was dope,
That was a
dude.
good movie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So now
my number 2.
So that was your...
I didn't get to my number 2.
Now I'm on my number 1. Let's see if you can guess my number 1.
I haven't done my number 2 yet.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm excited. We're talking about racing, man.
It's a little... And it burns. So, my number 2 is something he will never guess, and I guarantee none of you will, because it's a very underrated film, in my opinion. Need for Speed.
Really?
Need for Speed,
I was watching that
2014.
this afternoon.
Not a great movie, but a great movie at the same time. Let me explain. You have Aaron Paul from like Breaking Bad, who's already had a career, and then the cast is littered with actors who were nobodies back then that are
It was
huge
like their
now.
breakout movie.
It really was a breakout. Like you have Dakota Johnson before she did 50 Shades of Naked. Thank you very much. You have Rami Malek, who went on to play
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Won an Academy Award. He has a small role,
The
and he's
Amateur.
funny as fuck in that movie.
He is.
Michael Keaton is a supporting role, and he's a badass, and he literally sits in a chair the whole movie, and it's awesome. No spoilers, it's great. Imogen Poots, this sweet little British actress who I have the hots for, you've seen her in a ton of shit, and you will never know her name, because Imogen Poots, that's a weird name, but she's cute as fuck, and her lines are almost all comedy, and she's brilliant. Such a good movie. Anyway.
Wait, you're skipping some people, dude. You're so leaving
Who
some
did I
people
skip?
out. This is why I love that we have these.
With the internet?
Yes,
Who did I
I
skip?
love that too.
So Dakota
you
Johnson, Rami
skipped,
Malek, Michael Keaton, Imogen Poots, Aaron Paul.
Ramon Rodriguez, who was
Oh,
also in,
yes!
yeah,
He's great.
who was also in Battle for Los Angeles.
And he's got a new series on Netflix.
Yes.
Yep.
And you forgot the funniest dude in the whole fucking movie. Kid Cudi, bro.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
He's hilarious in that movie.
I don't know. I actually did not put who wrote this in my notes. I should have, because the comedy, he'll get it. The comedy is on point. So it's a racing movie, but most of the dialogue is actually...
It was human. It was very humane.
Yeah. It's natural. It had a flow to it.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't see it because it's based on a video game.
So you need the writer?
The writer.
George Gaddis. And John Gaddis.
All right. So two brothers wrote
Yes.
It's, again, they took a video game idea and created a script. Good for them. It didn't do well because people kind of laughed at the idea of, Need for Speed, the movie. And all these actors we don't know, but now they're all fucking famous.
Right.
And Academy Award winner. And thank you, Dakota Johnson, for showing your nips a lot. Appreciate it. Anyway, I'll explain why it burns. Why I love this movie. So, in this film, you have a phenomenal soundtrack. Again, we already talked about audio is a huge thing, especially with racing, because it just gets you.
You gotta nail the car sound.
Yeah, car sounds and music.
Yes.
Both in this film. Now, this movie has like 4 to 5 side races and 3 main races. This movie is about street racing, not
road racing.
Road racing, sorry, not Fast and Furious quarter mile stuff. Road racing. So the first race is, and this is why I love it too, classic cars. So like 70s GTO, Ford Mustang, 65 Mustang, head to head racing in streets in a town at night, trying to avoid pedestrians and other cars.
Hobos.
And that's what hit the car. They hit a hobo's cart. That's what I did as a teenager, and that's maybe one of the reasons I love this movie. And then the main part of the movie focuses around a GT500 Mustang Shelby.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Who are you gonna get that Mustang running?
Oh, I know. I have a 65 downstairs.
Just sitting there.
He's collecting dust.
It's like his flex truck in the parking lot.
Anyway, the first race is classic cars. The most of the street road racing is in this Shelby Cobra. And the cool thing is, it's not. I'm not sure if this is actually true or not. The storyline is they claim that it was the car that Ford and Shelby were working on when Shelby died. So these guys build it to the expectations of what Shelby wanted. Therefore, the car's worth like $3 million. There's no other Mustang on the planet like this. So the majority of the film is in that Mustang. Road racing. Crazy. The scene in Detroit when they run away from the cops is amazing. Bus.
Wait. Not only is that part funny, but it's how she says it in his. They're giving back. Yeah. She's like, "See the bus? What's that?
The bus.
The bus. What? The bus.
Yeah. Like I said, Imogen Poots has some of the funniest timing in this movie. She's hysterical.
Yes.
So there's a point where she says, "I need a grasshopper," which means they're going to jump this car, and she goes to the driver. She goes, "Is it worse than bus?"
Give me a buck on that turn. 3, 2,
2, 1,
1,
go! It's a great movie. But I will say this, my choice of races out of like 8 is the final race.
Yeah.
They are in an open street race in Northern California on the Mendocino Highway. It's 6 supercars. So you have a Bugatti, a Lamborghini, a Saleen, a McLaren. Those are 4 out of the 6.
And the Lambo Elemento.
Lambo Elemento. Oh my God, this is a $2.5 million car. 6 cars, winner takes all. So,
you left out the car.
what is it?
The Cognizant.
That's the word. I can never remember the name of it. And it's not a well-known car. Like everything we just listed, you go, yeah,
You got to be a real car person.
yeah, it's not a car most people know.
Yeah.
Great race, and it's on an open highway.
They nailed the geography of where and to see.
Oh yeah,
like
just south of
if
San
you play the
Francisco,
game, you see trees,
Yeah.
desert.
They go, and so it's along
great.
the coast, almost the coastal highway. It's not PCH,
Yeah.
but they're in forests. They're along the ocean. It's about a 10-mile stretch of just all out. The cops are chasing them. They got helicopters. They're throwing down spike
and
rails.
they pass by a bus.
They pass by a bus full of kids. Bus. But that's not the bus part. That's the funniest thing. Great race movie. And I love it because Aaron Paul's character has a huge comeback story. So for me, that solidifies it. It's not just a race. It's about him vindicating his character. If you have not seen it, I do recommend it. A lot of people come dogged on it. It's a good race movie.
Supposed to be doing a second.
And I hope they do. And honestly, God, if you're a car person,
just look at it for the cars.
just look at it for the cars.
for the cars.
It's such a good car movie.
it
You
is.
can mute it. Don't do that.
And just watch it.
Just watch it. It's worth it. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, so you're number 1. I'm
Okay.
curious about this one.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited about this one. My number 1 final lap race in a racing movie is Rush.
Ooh.
Rush, baby. Also, based on a true story, difficulty, and just pure awesomeness. So, Chris Hemsworth plays James Hunt. James Hunt is one of the ballsiest Formula One drivers besides Senna, Schumacher, Hamilton, dude. So, and he had the swag back then and just had the skill and the balls, bro. Seriously. So, I chose this because in the last race, he's going up against one of the greatest drivers of all time, Niki Lauda, who's also like Ken Miles, who can build the car and get everything out of it, and he was just his racing IQ is unmatched. So, well, before we get to that, here's some awesomeness about that movie. So, the guy that plays Niki Lauda, he was also in Spider-Man and some other stuff, right?
He was in the MCU.
Yeah.
If you watch Avengers,
Avengers,
Age of Ultron. He's the bad guy in Age of Ultron.
And dude.
Oh, no, I'm not sorry. Not Age of Ultron. Civil War. Captain America Civil War.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. That was my fault.
So, there's a part of the movie where he goes to this meeting with Ferrari, and he's there, and he's like, ugh, I'm over this. And this lady comes walking out, pretty well dressed and beautiful woman, and he's like, do you mind giving me a ride to the next town? And she's like, sure. So, you probably know what I'm talking
I know
about.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they get in the car, and he's like, you need to get your car serviced. And she's got this. She's feeling herself. It's like, I just had a, tune up, a really expensive one, just recently. He's like, well, not a good one, because your shocks are shit. So he's like, he knows his shit. So he can just sit in the passenger and go, no. She's like, no. It's been fixed. No. 2 minutes later, on the side of the road, the car breaks down. So he's trying to wave a car down, and she's sitting there going, sometimes you need a woman to do a job, blah, 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 blah. Sticks her thumb out. Car passes by, slams on his brakes, backs up. And then, and she goes, and he's just sitting there like, whatever. So the 2 guys get out of the car. They go, oh, hey, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. Just bypass, like, yeah, whatever it is. And they're like, sir, you Niki Lauda. He's like, Niki Lauda. He's like, do you mind giving us a ride to the next town? And he goes, yes, no problem. On one condition, you drive my car. And he goes, all right. She's just looking around like, the fuck just happened? And so they're riding, they're cruising. And she's like, they're just back there fanboying it, like, Nicky Lauda, Nicky Lauda. Where can I do Nicky Lauda? She's like, are you somebody? Am I supposed to know? He's like, you don't know who that is? That's Nicky Lauda, the world champion, Formula 1 driver. It's like, oh, so you're a Formula 1 driver, so why aren't you going fast? He's like, what's for? I'm not getting paid. What's the risk? Blah, blah, giving her legitimate, reasons, why to drive fast. So why should I drive fast? And she leans over, because I'm asking you to. All of a sudden, motherfucker downshifts, slams on the gas. You just hear, and the music just kicks in, and the dude's in the back goes, ah! And she's like, oh shit. So he's awesome as shit. Now let's get to the final race. Sorry, it's just one of my favorite parts of the movie.
It's a good, yeah.
So now they're at the final race. Now they raced in the rain early in the season, which led to Nicky Lauda's big injury, where he burned his face. And
huge crash, car caught fire.
Yeah.
Messed him up.
Yeah, face burns and everything. And because he was injured and watching Hunt now catch up in points, that's what motivated him to force his helmet on, they're draining him of fluid and everything like that. And the doctor's like, that's it. And he's like, one more. He's like, okay. And he's got a bruised throat and everything. It's painful. And because he's watching Hunt win and it's motivating him, I got to get back in this car. So now they're literally down to a certain amount of points. Now we get to the final race. Hunt has to finish in third place to win the championship. But go figure, here comes the rain. And because the track is really windy and tricky, he's like, we should, cancel the race. And he's like, yeah. Some of the drivers like, yeah, I agree. But it's like, yeah. Hunt's like, but if you cancel the race, you're going to be world champion. And he's kind of like, yeah, and I was going to win anyway. And he's like, I say we race. And they all voted because then he's like, oh yeah, he would be world champion. Yeah, fuck that, let's race. So Lauda decides not to race. He drives a lap or two, and they give the nod, before and I think Lauda knew I'm not driving this thing, and kind of see if he can do it. And then so they take off. Lauda pits, gets out of the car. He's like, what's wrong with the car? He's like, no, the car's perfect. And he's got a girl. He's like, I got more to live for. Screw all this. So the race happens. We're now down to the final, I believe it was the final 3 laps. And he pits. And he's like, he needs tires. And the tires are bald. And so Nicky Lauda's Ferrari, they're saying, oh, you're going to be world champion. You're going to be world champion. But he knows, he's like, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. He's kind of giving that Bradyism, you know who that is in that car? Wait a minute. So pulls in the pits. Then he goes, what the hell happened to your shifter? He's like, I don't know. I lost it a long time, couple laps back. This dude's sitting there driving
literally
with just the screw of the shifter, no knob, just in his hands all bruised and bloody. And he's like, dude, just next year, dude. We'll get him next year.
We'll get him next time.
He's like, wait, that's it?
No.
That's it? And he's like, yeah, it's dangerous. Says the best freaking quote on the planet. Fuck it. Slams his helmet, slams his shield down, takes off.
Yep.
Drives like a bat out of hell. And again, it's Formula 1. Really difficult to overtake, but even more difficult to overtake in the rain.
Yep.
It's a totally different beast.
Yeah. Formula 1 in the rain is a monster.
Dude, it's tricky as hell.
Yeah.
So you see him just throwing that car everywhere. Even rub tires with another car, I believe.
Yeah.
And, because everything's so close, he crosses the finish line, pulls in the finish, he's like, I thought I had it, man. He's just literally driving like a bat out of hell. The announcers see that he passed him, but on the time charts, what happened to Ford versus Ferrari, they're not sure if he actually did. So he's like, dude, I'm sorry, I thought I had it. And he's like, what are you talking about? What, you did it, huh? You came in third, you got the points, you're world champion. And he's like, holy shit, dude, again. And it's also based on a true story.
Mm-hmm.
So the difficulty, the realism, and just plain awesomeness, dude, that's my number one.
It's a good movie. It's the my only beef with that film, honestly, is the accents are so thick. At times you're like, what did he say? But it's a good freaking movie.
Oh, like how Nicky Lauda told him the car was shit during testing. It's a shit box.
It's a shit box.
You can see that? It's a Ferrari. It's a shit box. And the guy stares at me and he goes,
Yeah. How dare you call a Ferrari a shit box? Well, it was.
it is.
Man. Good movie. Yeah, for sure.
That's my number one.
That's your number one. All right. So this is my number one. And I don't know how many people have actually seen this film. I was just introduced to it last year. Came out in 2023, so not that old. Gran Turismo.
Really?
Gran Turismo, and I'll tell you why.
Huh.
It's based on a true story that
Yes, it is.
I did not hear about. I don't know how the fuck this happened. In 2011. In 2011. Okay, so it's based on a video game, the idea of the film. The guy who created Gran Turismo, this Japanese creator, the director of publicity for Nissan, Nissan, what do they call it? Yeah, in Europe, played by Orlando Bloom. In 2011, they decided to take sim racers, so kids playing the video games at home, and they had them compete online. And I don't mean this, I mean this, the at-home, like, full racing.
Sims and everything.
The whole sim thing. So this kid, Jan Mardenberg, real name,
Yes.
beat more than 90,000 players in GT Academy, which is what they did, this system, to become a pro driver. And what they did was they took the top 10 out of 90,000 kids playing this video game at home, and they put them in cars. And they put them on tracks, and they said, you're going to race. Whoever the best is after this like 3-week run, you're going to actually go on the track and race. Now, you have Orlando Bloom, who already said, David Harbour, who you know probably from Stranger Things. He was.
Didn't you do that Christmas movie?
Yes.
It was awesome.
Great movie. Silent Night?
Yes.
Great. Top 5 Christmas movies.
If there's anyone that can replace Billy,
Santa?
Yeah, and replace Billy Bob like a character like that, it's
like
going
a
to be in.
badass Santa Claus. Watch that movie.
Yes.
John Leguizamo's in it. It's a great movie. But David Harbour, this is my personal, other than that, this is my favorite performance of his, because he is a former racer who now works as a mechanic because he got into a bad wreck and just gave it up.
Yeah.
He plays the head, like the team
Crew chief.
leader, the crew chief, thank you, that's what I'm looking for. And this is all based on reality, and I did not know about this until I saw the fucking movie. They took these kids, and everyone went, you're insane, you're going to put these kids who play console games at home in a GTR Nismo on a track. They put 10 of them in, and they whittled it down to the top one, Jan Mardenberg. He went on to race. The reason I love that's why I love this movie. The fact that it's based on a true story. This kid was a gamer who went on to race track races in a Nissan.
His dad thought it was full of shit.
His dad thought it was crazy. But the best part, my favorite, because this movie is very much I'm not gonna say it's like Days of Thunder, but they show clips of each race. So like, here's a 30-second clip of this race. Here's a 60-second clip of this race. The final race is at Le Mans again. So we're going back to Le Mans, racing supercars. This kid goes from being a nobody sim racer. He loses his first 8 races.
And it's on a track he just happens to kick ass at.
Yes.
And knows every ins and outs
He
of that.
even says to David Harbour, he's like, I know this track. I've raced this track 1,000 times.
The brakes need to be like this.
He goes, yeah, in a game, he goes, no, I know this track. And he does. This kid struggled to get his license as a driver, not as like a car driver, but like racing cars. Barely gets it, and then goes on to Le Mans, which he wins. All based on a true story. The performances are fantastic. The cinematography is amazing because it mixes.
I was going to say, please talk about the graphics.
Yes, it mixes gameplay with the actual driving. So very similar to not as detailed as Formula One with the camera mounts, but they go from car shots and aerial shots of the cars on the tracks to a lot of the breakdown of the car. So you see the kid sitting at in his bedroom playing on the sim. And then it'll merge into him in the car. The car will come apart, and you see his brain goes, okay, this is the track I want to take. This is the line I want to take.
Right.
And he does it, and it's phenomenal. The soundtrack is also awesome. And, of course, the racing sound. So if you're going to watch this movie, try to get in surround sound if you can. It's totally worth it. Phenomenal film. But, yeah, final race at Le Mans, 24 hours at Le Mans. And Orlando Bloom is aging well. David Harbour is great. The cool thing is Jan Mardenborough, who is the actual person, does a lot of the stunt racing in the actual movie. So when you have the actor doing what he does, the actual guy who won the race is doing a lot of the actual driving in the film. It's really, really cool.
No, you forgot to mention? He's black. That's right. He's black.
Let's go with that.
He is.
So that's my number one out of all three. I do want to add this real quick for our sponsors out there. Dude Wipes. We love them. Dude Wipes. Brought to you by...
Wait, you like wiping dudes?
No, I do like wiping dudes. Brought to you by Dude Wipes. Not really. We would love you to sponsor us. Please send us money.
Oh, Apple. We'd like some money too.
Dell.
Or some tablet. No.
IBM.
No.
Hewlett Packard.
Apple. What the...
I don't know. I'm just tossing out.
I got a bonus question.
Samsung. We could use some new TVs to watch our movies on.
Phones.
Phones, sound systems, all that stuff. Samsung and Dude Wipes. You guys can battle it out. We'll figure it out later.
I got a bonus question for you.
Okay.
Overall, best... Actually, I'll give you two.
Okay.
I'll give you two. Overall, favorite car movies. Excuse me.
Favorite car movies?
Yep.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
That was
Dude.
my number two.
I'm going. I think that's my number two. I mean that 67 Shelby GT.
I've watched that scene I don't know how many times just to watch him
Just the
pause, pull out,
Yeah.
and when he says easy way or the hard way, that 180 that he hits, and you
burnout?
hear
Yeah.
that motor scream.
Yeah. That's a monster car.
Oh,
And all the other cars in that movie too. But that's the
They're
focus
great.
Is that Mustang?
but when you hear that bitch rip, oh Jesus!
Yeah.
All right, what's your, since we both got the same number two, what's your number one?
I don't know. That's tough.
No, it's not. It shouldn't be.
I mean that's number two. I think because I don't know. You go.
No, you.
I went with number two. You go to number one.
We both have. All right, fine.
I'm still thinking.
The original Cannonball Run.
Ooh, good call. I never would.
I got to name the car movie that started it all for me. When I was a kid, when I was a baby, pretty much. If you've seen the opening, just look it up on YouTube. The intro to the Cannonball movie, you see that 81 Countach just ripping, and it's just nothing but the engine for a minute, and then some great 70s music kicks in. Dude, I'm sorry. It's that car to me is like one of the cars of all cars. There's actually, we'll do another car video another time. I'll take you to a spot in Burbank where they have one. They have a wide body one.
What, Bob's?
No. I'll show you.
All right.
But they got a wide body Countach. Oh, and I got to sit in it. Man, that movie did it for me. I'm a car guy because of that movie. That's what started it all. Ugh. Good. What's your number one?
Number one car movie. That's tough. I would.
Come on.
Part of me wants to say the Italian Job because you have a lot of nice cars and a Ducati.
Yeah, name a car, but
there's an Aston Martin. There's an Aston Martin in that movie. There is
at the very end.
There's a '72 Nova in that movie, and the Mini.
I shouldn't judge.
That did make the Mini Cooper in reality 2003, 2004. That made their skyrocketed their sales. I don't know.
Very surprising.
I can't say that's number one. That can't be number one.
It can't better not be.
No.
It's got some minis in it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
I just named the Countach, and you came back with.
I said the Chevy Nova and Aston Martin. Come on. All right. I'm trying to think, man. That's tough. How do we talk Gone in 60 Seconds? Shit. I don't know. Maybe Gone in 60 Seconds is number one. Okay, I can say this. You're going to talk about childhood favorites.
Yeah, that's where I went with.
I'm going to go with it. This is not number one, but I will say just for the record, I grew up with the Dukes of Hazzard. And I know the general.
That's better.
The general is the
I'll
racist.
take that.
The racist thing with that car
Yes.
was sexy.
Dude, we all love that car.
Who didn't love that Challenger? Come on.
And
Charger,
the
sorry.
Dukes of Hazzard movie, Mad Skills Reese Millen, who also did the spiral stunt in Tokyo Drift in one take, baby. One try. Is the driver for that scene where they're like escaping from the cops. Did all that drifting in that car beautifully. Oh, that's the driver in that car.
I will say this. Tokyo Drift is my least favorite of the Fast and Furious movies.
But had the best driving.
Did have some of the best driving. I might go with the first Fast and the Furious because that's Supra, classic. I love that
absolutely.
car. The 2000, it was what, the 94 Supra?
Yes.
Oh,
It wouldn't have. That race wouldn't have been that close between him and that Charger.
Yeah, I know.
If that Charger did that, I'm
yeah,
like,
no
you
way.
would not catch
But when he
that
smokes the
race.
Ferrari and PCH when they go into Dempsey's net,
Yeah.
that Supra, yeah. I'll go with first Fast and Furious. There's my number one right there.
And you know what? That would have been my number 3 because, all right. So number 1 that's what got me into cars. The car, and Gone 60 Seconds. But the one movie that had the second most impact on me was the Fast and Furious franchise because that's when I got into JDM and customizing.
Yep.
And
No, I
that's
agree.
just
I fully-
car person. Like I love cars or car enthusiast. That's what turned me into a tuner.
I agree.
So, yeah.
I grew up with the idea of classic cars. Like I have 69 Mustang, but my daily driver is a Toyota GR86. Never thought I'd be a race rocket guy. I love that car.
That's the
Fast as
bikes.
fuck. For a 4-cylinder Porsche Boxster
let's
engine,
Let's keep the right terms in the right spots.
it's a race rocket.
Rice rockets
It's our
are.
bike. I get it. Blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. Whatever. Same thing. It's Japanese.
Actually, I take that back. You're right. It's crotch rockets.
I will say this.
I stand corrected.
My GR86,
Sit.
and it's not because I have a 4-cylinder. It only comes on
Should have got a
4.
bigger seat, man. We could have been Subi buddies.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing. It's almost like that.
It is the
It's the
same
same
thing.
fucking thing. But in this car, because the handling of the GR86 is insane, I've taken Porsches. I took a Ferrari. Yesterday, I took a Mustang on the 101 because that guy didn't know how to drive his fucking car. I'm sorry. You sucked.
Like
I
before
smoked
first
you.
road. You drive it like a grandpa. Such a great movie.
Great movie.
All right.
So, that's our weekly edition of Four Thumbs Down.
Yes.
Tune in next time. We'll be doing more Alien Earth. We have at least 4 or 5 episodes left to go. So make sure to tune back in. Right now, we're a little over 600 followers. Tell your friends!
Yes.
And we're going to talk about other stuff too. We got other movies to talk
Listen
about.
to us ramble while you're fixing something.
We're just
I don't
talking
know.
in the
Or
background.
watching your
It's
dog.
fun. And again, we're talking about adding a phone call situation because we had one from his wife a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
So it's not live. This is not filmed live. But if you want us to take calls,
During the
put in
film.
your comments and we will tell you a date and a time and a number to call. That way you can call into our show and talk and be on YouTube while we talk about stupid shit.
Send nudes.
Send nudes, ladies.
Well, you said you like dude wipes.
I said I like dude wipes, not dudes' asses.
Imagine first text message is a butthole
Brought to you by Samsung.
or a picture of Barry.
Barry.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I'll put the edited picture of that up later.
Please do.
Anyway, where can they find you, man?
We are on YouTube. I'm at the Matt Carey on Instagram.
Little Drummer Dude, LIL Drummer Dude. Of course, it'll be down here. But
Yeah, hopefully they'll both be on the bottom of the screen.
yeah,
Unless he edits me out.
or I just put them on the top just to screw with you,
If now I'm going like this and they're going to be up here. And
or put my name over where your face
the other
is.
side is and just fucking just... this.
Anyway, I think we should have some more apple juice.
I agree. Let's have some more burning apple juice.
Yes, it is race weekend. That was close.
Hence the burning
Burning apple juice.
juice.
We're out of here.
Peace.
Bye, motherfuckers.